Well, now to a follow-up on a story we brought you last night. A racist letter sent to leaders in Lincoln County along the Oregon coast, encouraging people to track and report people of color in their community. It was titled The Brown Roundup Part 1.
For example, parking in a church parking lot and taking down license plates and car makes and models of folks that are brown. Schools, as you wait in line to pick up the kiddos or the grandkiddos, if you see brown folks, record the plate number.
That is the mayor of the small town of Toledo, Rod Cross, who got in touch with our team after getting that letter. Other members of the Toledo City Council, leaders in other nearby cities got the same letter. Mayor Cross says he was sickened by that letter and during a council meeting last night said he wants city leaders to draft a response condemning the racism.
I have always believed that America was a place for every tribe, every tongue, and every nation to come together and be an individual and go for the greatest good you can get. For you, for your family, for everybody. This letter really, I can't use the words I want to use because I'm not supposed to use Army language.
A city councilor, Tracy Mix, agreed that sending a strong message is the next step forward.
This is not the type of town where we sit there and watch our neighbors and we worry a bit because somebody moved in next door that has a different color of skin. We want them to invite us to dinner or share their culture with us. And we are inviting and open. We're the type of people that accept people for who and what they are. That is what Toledo is. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so many people here ready to stand up for their neighbors.
And Councillor Stu Strom remembered an infamous incident nearly 100 years ago in Toledo, the Toledo incident of 1925, when a mob of hundreds of people forced dozens of Japanese, Korean, and Filipino people out of town.
They rounded up a bunch of people and put them on trains and shipped them out of town because they were going to take jobs away. And I know that my spouse's great-grandfather, it took him years to live that down. And I would never want to see that happen again here, ever. This is a great community, and I think we welcome most everybody here that wants to have a very good life.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get to some of your feedback on our story out of Toledo last night. The vast majority of comments we received were similar to what we heard from a viewer named Nancy.
I just don't see Oregon like that. I certainly hope. I've lived here all my life for over 70 years, and that letter just made me sick to my stomach.
It's just reprehensible. You have to hold the line from the beginning, or there's no end to the ways they will find to justify doing it to another group. So I hope people continue to bring this forward when it's happening so that we nip this in the bud straight away.
Thanks to Nancy for that. And Tom wrote in to say, it was refreshing to hear the responses from the Toledo mayor and Lincoln County commissioners denouncing the letter they received about deporting the Brown community. Oregon should welcome our Brown community for the hard work and family values they bring to Oregon. They are an integral part of our Oregon way of life. And many of you laid this issue at the feet of President-elect Donald Trump. Dave told us the letter received by city officials in Toledo and other places in Lincoln County can be directly tied to Donald Trump's hateful rhetoric, blaming immigrants and undocumented workers or other marginalized groups for our problems is not going to solve anything. And how about this from a viewer who signed their email KCD? We can expect more of these types of harassments with 47 coming into office. I'm also a veteran, and this is not the country I fought for. I hope the individuals that voted for him are satisfied.